What's going on, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and wow, this was a bit of a surprise. So, this is video 2 of 3 today. I also want to make a video on a new poster, a promotional poster for Pokemon Journeys that just was released today. And there's a lot I want to talk about that, but I will save that for tomorrow's video. For today, I kind of want to talk about this, because this is some pretty big news, because the Darkest Day plotline from the Sword and Shield games is being adapted into the anime, and it's going to be a 4-episode arc, which is kind of crazy to think about because Pokemon Journeys is more episodic, and it has only done 2-episode arcs, which have been Galar focused so far. So I was afraid that Darkest Day plotline would be, scrunched down to just 2 episodes. So I am glad that we're getting a long arc, but I think it's kind of ironic at the same time, because last week I made a video about the time slot change and how, hey, since they're switching from Sundays to Fridays, maybe they'll start moving away from the episodic nature of Pokemon Journeys and add more arcs, or do something, don't have like all these singular episodes all the time, add more arcs. And some people in the comment section agreed that, yeah, episodic, episodes are okay from time to time, but the series needs more arcs. And well, it looks like we're getting what we want with this 4-episode arc. So I do have a few thoughts about that, but I want to get into the summary really quickly before I get into that. So first off, the Darkest Day plot, or Darkest Day arc, which they're referring to as the Sword and Shield arc in Journeys, will begin airing on October 23rd, which I believe is episode 42 of Pokemon Journeys. So this arc is going to encompass Pokemon Journeys episodes 42 through 45. And this is the summary that we got for this upcoming arc. So, the giant-sized Pokemon are rampaging about. Ash and Go set off to research the strange phenomenon taking place in the Galar region. Once they arrive, our heroes come face to face with the giant rampaging Pokemon themselves. In order to save everyone from this danger, Ash fights alongside Leon, which is awesome, while Go works with the aspiring Pokemon Professor Sonia to try and unravel the mystery behind what's going on. It turns out that the rampage is being caused by an organization scheming behind the scenes to recreate the Black Knight or the Darkest Day, a great catastrophe that befell the Galar region a long, long time ago. Once all the mysteries are solved, the revival of this great catastrophe will roar out across the land, just as it seems as though the entire Galar region is being thrown into a whirlwind of chaos. The 2 legendary heroes awaken from their slumber. Okay, so there's quite a few things I want to talk about regarding these upcoming episodes, as I see some obvious pros and some cons for this upcoming arc. So I wanted to start with the pros. So the most obvious pro, obviously, as I was just talking a few minutes ago, is the fact that this is a 4-episode arc. And this is infinitely better than a 2-parter, in my opinion, because in my honest opinion, if they did the Darkest Day plotline as a 2-episode arc, I feel like it would have been an absolute disaster and it would have been unfulfilling, as there just is not enough time to cover everything. So I like the fact that they're expanding this to 4 episodes and taking their time with all this. So I think this is going to be something that's going to be more beneficial for the series and for this arc in general, for it to be expanded more. So that's the most obvious pro here. Another pro is the fact that it looks like we're going to be exploring Galar a little bit more. We see some screenshots where Ash and Go are in the Slumbering Weald. So they're probably going to run into the legendary doggos, and maybe this is like their first interaction with them, and maybe they acknowledge them as being worthy or something like that. Not really sure, but maybe they come across the 2 legendary key items from the games here, or they come across it later on, not sure. We also have a battle between Leon and one of the gym leaders, so that tells me we're going to go to various locations in the Galar region. And going off of that, another pro that I obviously see for this arc is the fact that it looks like Ash and Go are going to be splitting up. And they're going to have 2 central focuses here that it actually sounds very interesting in my opinion. And I like that they're doing this. We have Ash teaming up with Leon to face off against a bunch of Dynamax Pokemon and basically hold them off, which is awesome. And then on the other hand, we have Go. He's also got equal importance here because him and Sonia are going to be doing research to kind of figure out what's going on. So I'm wondering if they're going to be following the game plot lines very well, because from what I'm seeing here, I mean, besides some obvious changes to what's going on, I feel like a lot of the events from the games are being faithfully adapted here. For the most part, obviously, Go's replacing Hop in these events, but I don't know. I can see what they're doing here, and I see this being actually pretty beneficial if they're gonna go this route. And lastly, I just want to say that this arc has potential already to be better than the game's plotline of these events. I'm gonna say it has potential right now. It might end up not being fulfilled, and it could potentially be a disappointment, who knows, but this has potential to be better than the game plotlines. I'm already liking some elements better. Like, I like the fact that Ash is facing off against the Dynamax Pokemon with Leon, because in the games, Leon takes care of this off screen, and you're just told about it, and you're just like, oh, hey, I guess we're just gonna keep going on our gym challenge. Yeah, you kids just keep doing that. We adults will handle the Dynamax Pokemon. We'll handle this situation. You kids just do the minor things. Just do your gym challenge. That was the one thing I did not like about the games, because I felt like the plot line, it was there in the background, and I didn't feel like it was, emphasized enough, in my opinion. So I like the fact that Journeys is going into this and emphasizing it a little bit more. So it feels like we're going to tackle both fronts. Not only are we going to have Ash and Leon face off against the Dynamax Pokemon, we have Go and Sonia doing this research, which could potentially be what she did in the games, which could make this arc potentially better than the game storyline. So I'm interested to see if that's going to end up being fulfilled. Now for the cons that I'm seeing so far for this arc. So I want to get this one out of the way. So on one hand, I like the idea that this arc is going to be 4 episodes long. So compared to 2 episodes, this is, way better. However, the question is, will 4 episodes be enough to make everything, to explain everything and come out satisfying? What I mean is, we got 4 episodes. Ash and Go have to learn about what's going on in Galar, head to Galar. Ash teams up with Leon. Go teams up with Sonia. We have all the stuff that's going on. We have supposedly this evil, organization or whatever that's, working in secret, trying to wake up Eternatus, which is going to be Chairman Rose, and either it's going to be his company, the Macrocosmos employees, or possibly he's employing Team Yell to help him out. The anime could be doing something different with the Darkest Day plot in this regard. So there's that. Of course, they got to slightly build up Chairman Rose a little bit in this arc as well. Like, maybe introduce him to Ash and Go at some point, possibly. We also have the Darkest Day happening with Eternatus waking up, Ash and Go facing off against Eternatus, and then we have the Doggo duo of Legendary showing up as well. So, and of course they're going to the Sleeping Weald as well. So there is a lot to cover in 4 episodes. And in my opinion, I feel like an arc of this magnitude, especially something as big as the Darkest Day plotline, should be covered within like 6 or 7 episodes. Like, that should be the arc length or something like that to explain everything, set everything up, and then go through with it. Because, 4 episodes, I'm unsure if that's going to be enough. I don't want a repeat of the Necrozma arc, which was 4 episodes, and it felt like it should have been an episode or 2 longer in the end. So I'm hoping the same doesn't happen here. Another con that I see going into this arc is the fact that there really hasn't been enough proper build-up for it. Now, hear me out here. There has been some hints and some build-up towards the Darkest Day plotline, but I don't think it's been done well enough. So far, we've had Eternatus teased way back when. We also had the whole episode where, Lance versus Leon, in which a Dreadnought randomly Dynamaxed. So that was maybe a slight hint to something going on in Galar in the future with Pokemon randomly Dynamaxing. So there was that. Sonia appeared for like a minute and talked about, the Darkest Day a little bit and the Sword and Shield from back in the day, the whole, story with the Galar region. There was that, and then Chairman Rose showed up for like a split second in I think it was the episode where Leon versus Raihan happened. So there really hasn't been a ton of build up to this, and in my opinion, I feel like this arc is happening way too soon. I know the opening has already teased it, but this arc, in my opinion, is happening way sooner than it needs to. I feel like if they did like a 4 episode arc, building up to this later down the road, that would probably be for the better. That way we have this, 80, 90, 100 episodes into the series, we get this plot line later down the road. We could have got it, maybe right before, Ash and Leon have their rematch and Pokemon World Championships, but I guess we're getting it now, unfortunately. So I feel, this is just my opinion, but I just don't feel like there was enough proper build up to this arc. I just feel like it's happening now, and it's happening way sooner than it needed to. And then the question is now, like, what are they gonna do after this? Is this gonna be the only, like, major arc that we're getting in the Pokemon Journey series? Like, what are they gonna do after this? Is there gonna be something involving Moan later down the road? Like, is there gonna be something involving some of the other regions? You know what I mean? I just don't feel like the build-up has been proper. And if they would have done this later down the road, built it up here and there, just slowly started building up towards it, then sure, this would have been, hey, this is coming up, and it's done in a satisfying way. But in my opinion, yeah, the build-up should have been much better and should have been, more, we should have seen more build-up is what I'm trying to say. So that's all I got for this video. So overall, I'm 50-50 right now. So this arc could be really good, but yeah, there's some concerns I have with the build-up and how this arc is happening so soon. So who knows? This might end up being really good, but I'd like to hear your thoughts. Do you think this arc is gonna be good? Do you think there should have been more build-up? Just give me your general thoughts. So post it in the comment section down below. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're new, and I will talk to you all later for the episode 38 review for Pokemon Journeys. You all stay safe out there and have a great day or night wherever you're at. See ya.